As you guys know, the Super Saiyan 4s, the OG second year anniversary Super Saiyan 4s are getting their EZAs not only on JP but also on Global now. I'm so happy that their EZAs have been announced on Global. But you guys already know how we get down when new EZAs are announced. I'm going to go ahead and give my ideas, basically talk about what I want to see from both Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I also want you guys to let me know right now what you want to see from these two units. Honestly, I think they have the potential to be some of the, probably the top, I don't know about top two, EZA TURs, or just regular TURs if you want to count EZAs with regular TURs, but I really have high hopes for these units. So let's actually hop into my first idea. Guys, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or just to help the boy out. We're so close to not super, I'm so used to saying so close to 5K. We actually hit 5K. Thank you so much. We're on the road to 6K. Make sure to subscribe. Let's hop straight into this video. So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I came up with two ideas, alright? One that's going to be very, very, minuscule, not too many changes. And then I came up with a second, easy idea for both units that I do think could also be possible, but they're going to be a little bit more broken. So this is Super Saiyan 4 Goku as of right now. Obviously, he's a 120 leader and gives 50% and 1 key to extreme. Right now, he does raise defense by 30% for 6 turns. And this is his only form of actual, defense from his passive. He does have a medium chance of countering. But besides that, this is his only form of defense here. Whereas Vegeta actually has 120% defense. So defensively, I do think Vegeta, will have the advantage here. But, let's see. So again, right now he gets attack plus 150%. Obviously, with his stats increases, he's going to be hitting very, very hard. This is my first easy idea. So obviously his leer skill changed to 130%, and then key 3 and 90% for extreme. I gave him raises attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage, and defense plus 50% for 6 turns. So he raises attack for 1 turn, right? And then gives 50% defense instead of 30% defense. So he's going to be defending a little bit better after super attack and hitting just a little bit harder if he gets an additional. Passive skill, attack plus 180% and defense plus 100%. So he has 100% more defense from his passive. His stats will increase obviously, and then he has more defense from super. So he's going to be pretty fair defensively if you ask me. And then I gave him a high chance to evade enemy super attacks and counter with tremendous power, and that came from that was a medium chance before. So right now, if this is what they do for Goku, again, not too many changes, just increases attack by a little bit, gave him a good amount of defense. And then change medium to high, right? Which I think their medium chances to actually counter should become either high or great. If Goku could have a 70% chance to dodge infinite, for the whole time you're in a fight, I wouldn't see. I don't. There's no reason why the Super Saiyan 4s couldn't have a great chance to counter, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Now here's my second idea for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You guys can let me know what you think about this one. But I do think this next idea is going to be a little bit more broken. A little bit more, not balanced, but yeah, I would say definitely a little bit more broken. So, obviously, his leader skills remains the same. Instead of him raising attack, just, for 1 turn, whatever, I gave him attack and defense plus 50% for 6 turns. So, yes, he's going to be hitting a lot harder and defending a lot better because of his super attack, all right? Attack plus 159% and defense plus 59% at the start of turn. So, he has less defense, sure. But he does have, and he also has less attack than my previous one. But again, for a good reason. Let's continue. So he gets attack and defense plus 59% when there is another GT hero category ally on rotation. This, in my opinion, would encourage running this guy on GT heroes. I should have wrote GT heroes, but you guys get the point. Running him on GT hero, I think makes sense. This is a GT hero celebration, so it would make sense if they're easy, if their passive skill had something to do with the GT hero category, right? So let's say you get this off. He's going to be at 118% defense. Is that right? Yeah, 118% defense and over 200% attack. So obviously already it's a little bit better than this, right? Key plus 3 to all allies when facing an extreme class enemy. This right here is disgustingly good. An ability just to give 3 key to all allies. When you look at the GT category, you're running, honestly, the Super Saiyan 4s, Super Saiyan 4 Goku doesn't really need it, but Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, in my opinion, could easily use some some key, because I mean, with the new, with the new Goku leader here, changing orbs into rainbow orbs, it's going to allow the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to get a lot of 18 keys off. And the reason why 18 keys are so important for him is because he massively raises defense on 18 key. So he needs the 18 key, whereas Goku just gets massively raised defense on 12 or 18 key. So that's why he doesn't need it as much. But any of these LRs, dude, and honestly any unit, right, could benefit from that 3 key. So when facing an extreme class enemy, which is going to be a good portion of the game in my opinion. And then high chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack. No. Sorry, just evading enemy's super attack, countering with tremendous power. So he still has a high chance. I could have done great chance here, but I think that would have been too strong for this unit. So guys, let me know what you think about this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Which idea do you like better? I think this one is a little bit more balanced per se, but this one is definitely a lot. Like, this one's a lot better. Sure, at the start of turn he doesn't have a lot. Like, he has less defense than this one. But keep in mind, if you as long as you run him on the GT hero category, which is not like it's not gonna be a hard category to get it done right. There's a plethora of units to get that done. All right, it's gonna be really good. It's actually reset, so it is what it is. But anyways, so let's take a look at Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta now, who I do think has a little bit more potential in terms of defensive capabilities. Right, so he does immense damage and greatly lowers defense, which is fine. And then passive skill, attack and defense plus 120%, medium chance of evading enemies, medium chance of countering, basically, right? So again, he doesn't hit as hard as Goku, but he defends a lot better than Goku. Even when Goku raises his super attack, even when he raises his defense, by 50% when he super attacks, Vegeta's defense is still going to be, a lot better. And then his defensive set is actually better than Goku's here. Let me see. Yeah, his defensive set is actually better than Goku's here. So Vegeta's just overall a better defender, but he's not going to be hitting as hard as Goku. So this is my simple, easy idea, my simple, easy concept for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Beautiful. All right. So obviously, again, it's a 130 leader, causes immense damage to enemy, and massively lowers attack and defense. This is a very powerful ability for even it's like a second slot unit, dude. A very powerful ability. Stats will definitely increase. And then from 120%, it goes to 140% attack and defense, and then high chance to counter. So even if they do this, just this by itself, right? Even if they do this guy is going to be pretty good. Sure, I agree, it's completely underwhelming, but I think this, again, it's a very simple idea. Not much is changing, if anything at all. I mean, high chance to from a medium chance to high chance is actually really big, right? You can see a lot of you're going to see more counters off with these units, and he's going to be defending a lot better, hitting a lot harder. Actually, he's going to be, if he gets an additional super attack, he's going to be hitting super hard because their defense, if it can be lowered, will be lowered by 100% or 80%, whatever the multiplier is for lowering enemies' defense. So let me know what you guys think about this. This is my more complicated, more powerful buff, right? So he stacks attack, which you guys will understand why I did that in just a second. Causes immense damage to enemy and massively lowers attack and defense. So he still has this ability, but instead he just stacks attack now. He gets attack and defense plus 130% at the start of turn, which yes is lower than 140%. I understand, but that's on purpose. Key plus 3 and reduces damage received by 30% when there's another GT Hero category ally on rotation. So 30% damage reduction with 130% defense and massively lowering their attack is going to make sure this guy does not get hit that hard at all, right? Attack and defense plus 30% to all allies when facing an extreme class enemy. So similar to Goku, where he gives ki, this guy gives the extra part of that passive, or the support buff, where it's just attack and defense. No ki, but attack and defense plus 30% to all allies when facing an extreme class enemy, which again is going to be super powerful. And then again, high chance to counter. The reason why I gave him stack attack here is because Goku, remember, where Goku had like over 200% attack, 200% attack from his passive if you had another GT Hero category ally on rotation. This guy gets a defensive buff primarily, right, with damage reduction, a little bit of ki. So his attack here doesn't change at all, besides like the support buff and then just having 130% here, right? So I wanted him to hit on the same level of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Whose stat is actually higher? Your attack set is 15k. What about Goku's? It's 16k. Yeah, so that 1000 does actually make a difference. So Vegeta won't be hitting as hard as Goku, but after after getting a few attacks off, I do think Vegeta's numbers could start, could start competing with Goku's, because again, I did give him the ability to stack attack. If I didn't do that, then his attack, in my opinion, would have been underwhelming compared to that of Super Saiyan 4 Goku's. But again, I think this definitely, I mean, I could have even done Greatly Stack Attack, to be honest, but maybe that would have been a little bit too strong. You guys let me know what you think. Guys, I really do think these Super Saiyan 4s have the potential to be one of the best TORs in the game. And even if they did this, right, they would be very good, but it wouldn't be top TORs in my opinion, because they're very limited, right? Like, you can't run this Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on a mono AGL team and have him be this good, because he needs to be facing an extreme class enemy or a GT hero, or have a GT hero category ally on rotation to make sure his full passive is active, and he's going to be, you know, defending very, very good and hitting pretty hard, right? And countering, of course, which there's no restriction on that, of course, but you can't run him on, I mean, you can, I guess you could do Great Power, you can do Pure Saiyans, right? But I'm saying you can't run this Vegeta without another GT hero or facing an extreme class enemy and have him put out insane numbers, which is why I wouldn't consider him one of the top TORs. But with his full passive, he's definitely going to be very, very, very strong. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.